All right, guys. It looks like we've got another election in the books, or the selection has been made, right? Donald Trump taking out Kamala. And this is what we get for the next 4 years, as long as we can get to Inauguration Day without anything crazy going down. Now, there's a high probability that Antifa, the cats from the left, even all these illegal invaders that came in here by the millions are going to do something. You've got to ask yourself, what's going to happen when Trump tries to round up all these individuals? Do you think they're just going to go willingly? I don't. I think it's going to be big-time war and clashes, and everything's about to pop off. There was no need for it before because they were allowed to come right on in. Everything's changing with this move. And in terms of Russia, Russia just came out and said, look, we're not congratulating nobody for nothing. We're going for a day-by-day basis. Their defense minister, Medvedev, had basically said that it doesn't matter who gets in there, that both candidates want to see the end of Russia. Russia's response right now to Donald Trump, if he wants to try to end the war, they said that he can get JFK'd and assassinated if he even attempts to try to stop the war. This is what they said. We'll see where this goes, but Russia also saying that the United States should take their nuclear warnings very serious. As I said before, Russia's not giving up an inch of what they claimed in Ukraine. They didn't start this whole thing. Take it back to the Obama days. They ran an elected government out of Ukraine and then seized all the power with Maidan. Yeah, I've been covering for that long. I know all the details. They stole all the gold, and they've been doing nothing but laundering money through Ukraine this whole time and stacking gold. Well, that's about to end. Somebody better call Zelensky and tell him that the bank's closed because no more money's going to be coming under Trump. So the next 2 months up till inauguration are going to be very interesting. Everything that pops off in between that. Because officially, Biden, which is nowhere to be found, is leading this country. So anything can happen in the next couple months. Just head on a swivel, man. I wouldn't let your guard down. Everyone's celebrating, yeah, this and that, because Kamala didn't win. But still, don't let your guard down at all. Stay vigilant out there. And just know that in terms of this world stage, anything can happen. It's just that's why they call them theaters of war. But it looks like Russia ain't messing around. And to drop an assassination statement like that toward Trump, we'll see where this goes. Join me for the live streams. Going live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. 9 p.m. Eastern, right here.
Shalom. Give it all praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to you, hopefully elect. I'm your brother Yahweh Call from Great Millstone, Orlando. And I want to start off with this real quick. As a matter of fact, before I grab that, I'm going to grab this. Because, for one, if you want a good laugh, get into politics. You know, if you really want to laugh, get into politics. Because it's all a show. It's all a theater. All right. And that's why I'm going to grab this in Isaiah 19. Isaiah 19 in verse 11. Surely the princes of Zoan are fools. The counsel of the wise counselors of Pharaoh is become brutish. How say ye unto Pharaoh, I am the son of the wise, the son of ancient kings? Where are they? What are thy wise men? And let them tell thee now, and let them know what the Lord of hosts hath proposed upon Egypt. The princes of Zoan are become fools, the princes of Noph are deceived. They have also seduced Egypt, even they that are the stay of the tribes thereof. And pretty much when you get into this, just to put it in modern terms, this is basically the modern day politicians. All right. And that's why I say, if you want a good laugh, get into the politics. All right. Because it's all a shit show. All right. Here it is. with these whole selections and Trump, being the projected winner. And that's another thing. He is the projected winner. And as we know, the actual inauguration, the transferring of power from the Biden administration, when Trump officially gets in office, taking place in January, a lot of things could happen between now and then. So don't sleep. All right. A lot of things can take place. All right. But nevertheless, it's all a shit show. Regardless. It's all a stage. And so much. Salakia. Slacky about that. So, of course, what I was saying slipped my mind. But nevertheless, all this is a stage. Well, the world is a stage. All right. Now, again, Trump being the projected winner. I watched some of the the speech that Kamala was giving. After her so-called loss. And that's the thing. Because like I mentioned, the Princes of Zion, all right, how they seduced Egypt. They seduced Jake. Because Jake really falls for this shit. Jake is still, they're still under this illusion, like, as if your vote matters. All right. Here it is. Do you think Kamala's behind closed doors? Do you think that she's crying? Do you think she gives a damn? No, because it's all a stage. It's all a show. All right. That's why I wanted to get this real quick in Matthew. Matthew chapter 4. Just to make the quick point. Matthew chapter 4. In verse 8. Just to show you as far as well, let me just read it in Matthew 4 and 8. Again, the devil taketh him up into an exceeding high mountain, and showeth him all the kingdoms of the world and the glory of them, and saith unto him, all these things will I give thee, if thou wilt fall down and worship me. All right, now this is talking about the spiritual demon Satan, but he does have a physical counterpart that plays his will on earth. All right, his seed that plays out his will on earth, which would be the Edomites. All right, because America, better known as USA, United States of America, which they're really more and more becoming the divided states of America. But as I've said for years, um, USA, United States of America, is really, it really stands for under Satan's authority. All right. That's what US of A really stands for. You know, being under Satan's authority. Because again, it's all a stage. The world is a stage. And this is just all one big shit show. All right. So again, anything can happen at this point between now and the time Trump gets in office officially. Anything can happen. All right. As I've been mentioning, over the weeks and months, just the different scenarios that can play out if Kamala gets in power, or if she ends up winning these selections. If Trump, if he ends up winning these selections, this thing could play out a number of ways. But now that Trump is the projected winner, like my man Double Seven said, made a few points about again, when you look at it, all the shit that Trump has been talking, because if he actually officially gets in office, when he officially becomes president, there's going to be a lot of it's going to be there's going to be a lot going on, because unlike Biden's administration, Trump, he's really going to be about it for the most part, even when it comes to these other nations, like you mentioned, Russia issuing threats, because Trump is talking about ending this war with the Ukraine, and the Russians, they're not going to have that. They're not going to allow that. All right. So it's safe to say we can see a lot of further escalations, even when it comes to China, North Korea. We could very well see Trump expediting the process of World War III. One of the things that I've mentioned, like I said, over the weeks and months leading up to these elections, again, with this so-called immigration crisis, all right, and like I said, Trump has been talking a lot of shit. So, and one of the things that he's been mentioning about was getting rid of these illegals, so-called illegals, these migrants. And as I've said, if Trump gets it in office officially, we could see a major crackdown, a major expedition process of the MOTB. Because Trump, he's talked about bringing back the firing squads, the guillotines. All right. We could very well see an expedition process of Jacob's Trouble, because he's talking about bringing back the what do you call it, the basically the Alien Act, right, which is basically a a PG way of saying martial law, concentration camps. It's just a nice way of saying concentration camps, basically, right? Like I said, watching some of this speech, because I watched some of this speech of Kamala, but Trump as well. And that's another thing to backtrack with Kamala, which the scriptures tell you his words are smoother than butter. All right. Because she's promising to it's going to be a peaceful concession. If that's the word, Slakia, if I said it wrong, if that's the wrong phrase. But basically a peaceful transfer of power. And like I said, anything can happen between now and January. Anything. All right. So, of course, they're going to tell you what's on script. All right. But anything can happen. Kamala, she can, and I say this because, like I said, watching some of her speech, like I said, she was basically promising a peaceful transition, but she was also mentioning how she also talked about as far as the fight, we got to fight, That's another thing that she promised. She promised that the fight's not going to stop. And of course, she was talking about, because, a lot of these, especially the so-called black women, are pissed off, which, again, it goes to show you how dumb Jake is, because what was one of the things that Kamala was pushing was, abortion rights. And that's why a lot of mainly so-called black women are crying out. So all these videos, women losing their mind. Leftists, they're losing their mind. But like I said, it goes to show you how dumb our people are. When you look at Trump, he never said anything about not doing away with abortion rights. He pretty much left it up to the states. That's his whole thing. So he never said that he was doing away with abortion rights. But nevertheless, to bring it back to Kamala, in her speech, she was promising about the fight and how the fight's not going to stop. And like I said, of course, she's talking about the abortion rights and basically what the people want to hear. But more deeply, I believe she was in a roundabout way saying that, hey, we're not going to let Trump get in office. That's what I believe that she was in a roundabout way saying. And that's why I said, hey, anything could happen. All right. She could easily, anything could happen. All right. Anything could happen. All right. Something could happen. And hey, just like that, she could declare martial law. Anything could happen. Because, again, if Trump actually successfully gets in office, hell, you just had it to where it's being reported that Obama has pretty much fled the country. Why do you think that is? Because, hey, there's going to be a lot of arrest. Hey, there's going to be a major crackdown, a major shaking up of things, which is why a lot of people believe that, hey, they might off Trump. They might off this guy. Because again, when it comes to Trump, hey, he's about it. All right, he's really about it to an extent. So You know, Obama pretty much fleeing the country. Why do you think that is? Because remember, some years ago when Trump was talking about cleaning up house, clearing up the swamp or whatever, and he mentioned how there's a storm coming and this and that. Like I said, Trump, he talks a lot of shit. All right. So can expect us to see a lot of people jumping ship. All right. A lot of people are going to start getting the hell out of Dodge before Trump officially gets in office, because he's going to bring it. Trump could very well be the guy to bring it. Revelation 12:12, the devil coming down with that great wrath. All right. It's going to be real interesting. All right. Like I said, it's all a shit show. All right. And if you want a good laugh, get into politics. All right. It's all a shit show. Now the scriptures tell us to watch. So, we get into these things, That's the thing about this truth. It covers every aspect. It covers all aspects. All right. So, to speak on that note, like I was mentioning with Trump, watching some of his speech, he was talking about reclaiming victory. All right. Because you best believe, everyone was predicting a civil war. If Kamala if she wins these selections, everyone was predicting a civil war, right? All hell will break loose overnight, right? But just hold on. Just wait. Just see. Because, again, she could very well pull something, all right, to spark some shit up. She could very well pull something out her sleeve. Because right now, hey, the good old boys, they got what they want. Because, again, Trump is these America's last hope. All right, Trump is the just like Howard Shot is our best bet. All right, is our only bet. You best believe these patriotic Edomites, man. Trump is their savior. He's their man. All right. So the fact that he is the projected winner, you best believe they got what they want. So now, that leads me to this. Because I believe that this could very well be that domino effect with how this plays out between now and come January. Because I believe something's going to happen. That's, again, just me speaking as a man. Because, everyone was talking about a cyber attack and, whatever the case may be. But pay attention after these selections. Pay attention after the fact. From now till January. This is when you really want to, your spidey senses, your spiritual antennas should be up. Because right now, everyone's in the spirit. 1 Thessalonians 5:3. For when they shall say peace and safety, and that's exactly the spirit that a lot of these patriotic Edomites are going to be in. All right, the spirit of peace and safety, because they got their wish, they got their savior for now, right? But like I said, pay attention to after the fact. All right, because hey, Trump, he's going to come with it. And he's going to be about it. Like my man Dabu 7 said, hey, you think these migrants are just going to, because again, there's going to be a major crackdown. all that shit Trump was talking, there's gonna be some type of a major crackdown. Do you think that those migrants are gonna just go away quietly in the night? No, they're not. All right, no, they're not. And here it is. You already have it to where National Guard, because National Guard being deployed throughout certain states and prep for these selections. All right, so pretty much the military is already in place. All right, you know, um, it says, "For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as a travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape." So that sudden destruction, something's going to happen just like that. Like I said, Kamala, she can pull anything out the hat. All right, she can pull anything from up her sleeve. All right, anything can happen. That's the point. Anything can happen at this point. These Babylonians, all right, these patriotic Babylonians, mainly Esau, they got what they want. They got their savior. So now they're in that peace and safety spirit. But who's to say something takes place to really set things off? And that's why I said I believe, something could take place, whether it be Kamala pulling something out of her trick bag, something happening to Trump, right? And the fact that you took away something happens to where these Babylonians finally lose it. Because at this point, it's really just that straw to finally break the camel's back, man. It's just that one factor that's just like that one factor. All right. That one thing to really set things off out here. Because we're living in a time of just uncertainty. Things are just going to be happening unpredictably. And it's just going to be one thing after another. All right. Just a lot of unpredictable things. We're living in unprecedented times. So, like when you read in this chapter, it talks about not sleeping as others, being the children of the night, the day, and not walking as the children of light. Not walking as the children of the night. Being circumspect. Redeeming the times because the times are evil. Knowing that our salvation is near. Right? Anything can happen. Because people think that, oh, well, Trump, he's a projected winner. Well, hey, just wait. There's more. There's more. As I've said, pay attention to after the fact. Anything can happen between now and leading up to the inauguration, or not. Or not. But as the saying goes, we stay ready so we don't have to be ready. Because eventually, like the scriptures say, rumor upon rumor, 1 year in, 1 year comes in and another year goes out, and then violence breaketh out. Ruler against ruler, then violence breaks out. Let me grab that so I don't butcher it too much. Jeremiah. Jeremiah 51. Jeremiah 51 and 46. Unless your heart faint and ye hear for the rumor that shall be heard in the land. A rumor shall both come 1 year, and after that in another year shall come a rumor. So here it is. What are the odds? All right. This year, 2024 is getting ready to come to an end. All right, we're getting ready to come into the new so-called year, the so-called new year, right? Which has been, it's like the more, um, the Lord is really speeding things up. You know, every year, things are happening at a more rapid pace. You know, and these over the years have been starting off with a bang and ending with a bang. So, what are the odds? All right, the 2024 is coming to an end. We're coming upon the so-called new year, 2025, right? It says, and after that, in another year shall come a rumor, and violence in the land, ruler against ruler. So there goes that again, that sudden destruction. All right, you know, a rumor coming in one year, and after that, in another year, coming another rumor, right? And then the violence. All right, the sudden destruction. Right, ruler against ruler. Right, you know, hey, it's gonna be rather interesting. You know, there's going to be more to come. More to come. So just sit back and hold on. And of course, we just see how this plays out. The Lord wanted this was edifying. Call Hallelujah, Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai. Shalom to you, hopefully, let.